What's up guys, Chasing Lamely here for episode number 98 of Welcome to Wroxham. We're back in cup action and we're playing Plymouth Argyle, who we had a cracking game with at the end of last season. So hopefully this will be a real cracker. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell, you know the deal by now, leave the comments down below, and I will see you on the other side of the intro. So here on the fixture screen, you can see that things have taken a turn since we beat West Ham on penalties in the last episode. We beat Rotherham 2-1 with goals from Seydou Ndao and Will Alves. We then lost 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. We lost 4-2 to Sheffield Wednesday with a brace for Abdoulaye Thiam. Seydou Ndao picked up a red card, a straight red card, to really help us out in that one for a two-footed tackle. He's still suspended. We then played Middlesbrough, lost 2-1 with Abdoulaye Thiam scoring our only goal in that game, and then we've just drawn 1-1 with Bristol City with a goal from Jamari Clark, which brings us to today's Plymouth game. So there's not a lot to catch up, and we'll look at the league table quick because the league table is very interesting. You'll notice at the top of your screen it says we're fifth in the table. We are. We've dropped down from first where we were for most of the season thus far, but the top 8 are separated by 2 points. The top 11 are separated by 4 points. I mean, even the top 14 are separated by 6 points. So this season could go any which way it wants to, and we're going to find out, I suppose, as we go on. We are theoretically able to be top because we've got a game in hand over Brentford, the leaders, and we're only 2 points behind them. So we could win that, go top, and things will be hunky-dory, but then Forest and Middlesbrough and Norwich can also say the same thing. So it is really close, it's really tight at the top. Lots of teams there separated by goal difference, 6 teams separated by goal difference. It really is a tight one. But you've come here to see some football, so let's go and play some football and see if we can get a good result today against Plymouth Argyle. Now, because Plymouth are in League One, although admittedly second in League One as things stand, I've gone for a slightly, let's not say weakened, let's say rotated first team for this one. I just want to give some people some experience. They would all get into most League One teams, but they are sort of our second string for the most part. So Harry Stone, he starts in goal. Matthias Galino at right back. Basseni and Cambuala are the centre half. Zayn Killicarslan starts at left back with Alvaro as the defensive midfielder. Ivan Rega and Donald Roydell are the two central midfielders. Undao, he's suspended for the league, not for the cup, for reasons I don't understand how that's working. Alongside Ramirez on the wings, and then Menga is up top on his own state. We're giving both our big strikers a rest for this one. We've then got Anderson, Kamara, Alves, Christensen, Rasheta, Kilo Dunn, Thiago, Ben Dodd, and Ryan Green on the bench. So still a strongish lineup. A lot of these players play in the league for us fairly regularly, and a lot of them have played a lot of league games for us over the last few seasons. So we're not going to stress over it too much. We should be able to get a win today, and if we can't, then we'll just focus on promotion. It's not the worst thing in the world. So in the dressing room, we're going to say we're favourites for a reason. Go out there, make sure they're left in no doubt as to why, and absolutely no one cares, which has worked out beautifully for us. So we'll just do a make me proud because they need to at least feel like they're going to achieve something if they could. Beautiful. Right, we'll preview the match, see how things are looking. I looked at the team sheet obviously as it came up before the game, and it looks like it's largely the same Plymouth team we played in the last game of last season, which was just a few episodes ago, funnily enough. The only difference being their goalkeeper, because of course the goalkeeper they had that day we bought and loaned out to Scotland because he wasn't quite as good as I thought he'd be, but hopefully has some potential. So we're going to see what he's like long term. But the game is getting underway, so let's focus on today and see if we can get ourselves a goal. We know Zidane Iqbal and Elliot Embleton in midfield are real threats, and we know Akin Odomayo very well from our time at Swindon, so we know he can be a real danger, although at right back, maybe not so much. Goal kick with Hjal Virginia for Plymouth, goes long, should win this in the air, we do. Basseni very strong in the air. Alvaro heads it on to Menga, who finds Daniel Ramirez. Those two we know link up very well. Ball through to Rydell. Rydell is one-on-one. Rydell puts it away. Bit of a scrappy finish considering he was one-on-one. He waited for the defenders to come back and cover. Still managed to get it away and has done very well in the process, it has to be said. Puts us 1-0 up against Plymouth. Looks really good. Great ball through on the second time of asking for Rydell. He did wait forever for defenders to get back, it felt like. It turns out in real time actually wasn't as long as it felt like in my head, but there you go, job done. Also, I forgot to mention, this is Harry Stone's debut for the club. He's just come back off injury. Thought I'd give him a run out, see if he's got any more development left in him at 28. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. He's still a decent goalkeeper for this level. Free kick now. Daniel Ramirez is going to be the one taking it. And Daniel Ramirez, as we remember, is very good from a free kick. Has a pop and just off the crossbar. Rydell is there for his second goal of the game. The least likely man to score a hat-trick is on course to do it already. And that was a headed one. He just needs a right-footed goal now to have a perfect tackle. A perfect hat-trick, I should say. My English skills, they get worse by the day, I swear. But Donald Rydell, on an absolute fire. Remember, he's been playing for Manchester City in the Premier League. I don't know why they loaned him out to us, but they did. Vega with a cross in, headed away. Odomayo picks it up, and he's going to try and build something against us. But luckily, Camboala gets back, makes the tackle, set into Rydell. Rydell to Menga. Menga turns his man, finds Ndao. Ndao with the through ball to Menga, and Menga off the crossbar. Watts gets it clear, but we could have made it 3 before half-time. It's not going to happen for us, unfortunately, as the rain comes pouring down. But we go into the dressing room at 2-0, and Donald Rydell looking very, very strong so far. We're going to tell them that we're happy with the number of shots, because we are incredibly happy with the number of shots. I think we can still do better than we're doing in this game. I'll be completely honest, but we'll get there when we get there as Camboala picks up the throw. And Rydell now to Alvaro. Alvaro to Ramirez and finds Vega. Alvaro again. Ball back to Bassene. Bassene goes looking for Galeno. Vega has time, gives the ball away, takes one too many touches, and Chambers now on the counter-attack. Thompson having a go at us. Through ball to Dobbin. Can we get back and cover it? We have got back and covered it with Camboala. His pace coming in beautifully useful. He blocks another cross. Alvaro heads it to Camboala, who gets it clear. And hopefully we can do something with this. Now Menga heads it on, but it's mostly just playing for territory as Watts picks up the ball to Odomayo. Odomayo to Embleton. Embleton back to Watts. Watts to Iqbal. Iqbal to Embleton. They're doing very well holding onto the ball. They play some nice football to Plymouth as Dobbin is now through. Can Camboala get back to cover this time? He can't. Lewis Dobbin scores for Plymouth. And the one time Camboala's pace lets us down today, I mean, it was unlucky. He just reacted a touch too late to Dobbin's run and couldn't quite get caught up with him. It looked like he was going to get there. I mean, if we were more goals to the good, I would have been saying he should have just thrown caution to the wind, gone with the tackle from behind. But it's okay, plenty of time to go in the game. We're still ahead. Daniel Menga's going to need to come off, because apparently he's just given up all hope of being a first-team player at the club, because every time I play him this season, he just looks crap. I don't know why. Galeno picks up this ball, though, and back to Harry Stone. Gives him a touch of the ball, very nice. Camboala forward to Settin to Rydell. Rydell looks for Menga, can't find him. Iqbal's picked up the loose ball. Thompson now for Plymouth on the far side. Ramirez covering well. Embleton put ball through though to Thompson. No one's there to cover this time, and Ennis has scored. And they've got back on terms. And I can't help feeling Daniel Menga is a real problem for us at the moment, because he was in a very awful position to pick up that pass, and he was the only option that should have been available. And I feel like we're going to have to take him off and send in some more firepower. I'm just not sure who the firepower I'm going to send in is going to be. I didn't really pack a striker because I thought Menga would be enough. I'm going to have a think about that. Free kick now is with Bassene. Finds Galeno. Galeno has plenty of time. Ball forward to Ndao. Back to Galeno. I have made some subs. Rochetta is on at left back. I have sent Dodd on at defensive midfield, and Ramirez has moved up top as Menga has been replaced by Tiago. And Bassene picks it up now to Galeno, to Dodd, ball forward to Ramirez. Ramirez over the top looking for Tiago. Tiago's through. Can he round the keeper? He can. He's put it away. And that's a perfect time to get his first goal for the club. And a very, very nice first goal it was. I was deliberately holding a couple of subs back because I want to make sure I've got penalty takers if we get there. But that could mean we don't need them, which is nice. I mean, I'm still going to hold them back because, you know, better safe than sorry, but we're looking okay. We've got ourselves back in front, and hopefully we can see this out. And if we do if Plymouth do equalise, I will send on the extra penalty takers, that is for sure. Throw in now with Galeno, and can we make something of this? He's taking his time. He knows what's up. Bit of time wasting here doesn't hurt anyone. Good stuff from Galeno. Good throw looking for Ramirez. He gets his head to it onto Dodd. Dodd, plenty of time, finds Thiago. Ball through to Ramirez. Ramirez off the post. What a finish from Daniel Ramirez. Unbelievably, his first goal of the season. It's his 50th goal for the club, which is why it's unbelievable that's his first goal of the season. He's hardly played this year because I brought in so many top-class attacking players over the course of the summer that he's not really been able to get a look in. But that is a beautiful finish, and Daniel Ramirez might be making a very strong case for being returned to the starting lineup with this. Thiago, it says there was a tight offside. It wasn't that tight at all. And João Virginia is left just flailing. And we can do a little bit of a hero substitution here. Let's do the hero substitutions while we can, because Ramirez has done very well. We'll take him off, stick Jan Christensen on, and we'll take Donald Rydell off. We'll stick Will Alves on for a couple of minutes and just let them get their flowers, because honestly they've done so well, they deserve it. And yeah, we should be able to see out a 4-2 win in injury time. Looks like we will do. And that is the win. It takes us through to the next round. And now we get to have the excitement and the thrill of finding out who we're going to be playing in the 5th round, which I believe is the quarter-final of the League Cup. I mean, hopefully it'll be someone big. That'd be nice. But I guess we're going to find out momentarily. So we have the League Cup the League Cup quarter-final draw. I'll learn English one day. We have the League Cup quarter-final draw now. 8 teams in the hat. Liverpool, Chelsea, Wroxham and Blackburn. The highlights. Our fans want Aston Villa. Feels ambitious, but at least they're not trying to get Liverpool or Chelsea. So I suppose there's that. Let's start the draw. Let's do the draw the old-fashioned way, shall we? We'll go to 3 times speed, though. Roy Keane is hosting, so this should be interesting. Let's see what goes on here. Blackburn, first out the hat. We're going to get Blackburn. We are probably going to, because that's our level. Blackburn, Liverpool, that's a tidy game. And whoever else we play is going to be a big team. Fulham, the smallest team left. Chelsea first out the hat, though. So third out the hat. I can count. Who are Chelsea playing? Chelsea and Fulham, a local derby. That is tasty. We're about to find out who we're going to get for sure now. Newcastle would not be the one. Newcastle at St James's would very much not be the one. We're going to get Newcastle at St James's, aren't we? We have got Newcastle at St James's, which leaves Villa to play Manchester United. Okay, Newcastle at St James's is the next step on our cup path. Excellent. That brings me endless joy. When's that? 17th of December. We'll have a little look on the schedule, see what that's going to fall in our season. And wouldn't you know who won the pony? It falls nicely for not only us to do the League Cup quarter-final next episode, we'll do a double header with the Norwich game. Do we do them in 1 episode? Do we do them in 2? I feel like we're going to do them in 2. We're going to do them in 2 episodes. So our next 2 episodes, Newcastle in the League Cup quarter-final, Norwich in the league for the big derby. That feels very strong to end the week. Our 100th episode will be a local derby in the league where we've been hoping it would happen for the longest time. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I have, as always, been chasing lamely. I will see you all very soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave the comments, all that good stuff that you do. And until next time, stay safe and have a good one.